first time I've talked to Sajit since last year.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah, that's true. Hey, everybody. Welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is the finale of QuizWiz Trivia Championship.
Whoa.
We've got the guessing gurus in house. We've got the Hamburg Drop Bear Club in the house, and we've got the hostess mostess, the best MC in town, the original
And it's
MC.
not just
Mark
because
Ruth.
my initials are that either.
That's right.
Right.
He's Quizmaster version 2. He's back in. We actually started this third edition with Mark Ruth announcing the name of the teams and the schedule, and he's back to close out
I'm
the
back.
game.
You know, we got to bookend this thing, Sajit. I mean, we got to bookend it. Now I'm excited to be here.
Yes. So I'm super excited. We'll have more people joining in. But Mikhil and Dave, how do you feel like to enter as a new team this year? Mikhila was not part of last year. Dave was there with a different team member, but joining a new union, and like now you're in the finals. How are you feeling?
Yeah, great.
Nice.
No pressure, guys. No pressure. I mean,
He's
this is like
saving
more like
everything
a
for the
up and
finale.
coming one. But if you
They're
were to
starting
fall
to,
now, I mean, it'd just be devastating.
But
That's
Oh
it.
my goodness.
We'll give it our best and then see what the Dropback Club will do today.
Nice.
You got any
Yeah.
surprises for us, Drop Bear Club?
Well, don't look up.
Don't look up.
Let me get my protective suit on.
Hamburg Drop Bear Club knows what this is. So last year they had a very good run, but like I believe somewhere on semi-finals was when they got knocked out last year. But
Yeah.
this year they crossed the big hurdle. The biggest thing being the champions and the runners-up of last year were defeated by. Champions were of course defeated by Ops geniuses. That's Brian and Aaron, and the runners-up, G Avengers, were defeated by Jan and Oliver themselves to make way to the finale. So yeah, we're going to have a new champion this year, and I'm very excited about that fact.
All right, teams. I have a question for you. I wanted to hear from both groups. What's been your favorite memory so far of season 3? Favorite moment?
When I almost answered for the wrong team.
And
Would it
the
have
nice
cost you
guy
the
that
win?
and the nice guy that Bob is, Bob stopped him from answering.
He did.
Bob's a good guy.
Yeah.
and my favorite moment was because he always is talking in the office that he has looked up the Harry Potter movies since 10 years. Every Christmas time he knows, and there comes a Harry Potter question and he didn't know the answer. So that was my funny moment.
You know,
yeah.
he went back after that episode. He went and he watched all the movies again.
I should have done that, yeah. But didn't have the time.
You didn't realize today's theme is all Harry Potter. No.
Okay.
So my moment
I
of season
think Jan
3
would
was
love that, by the way.
yeah. So my highlight was actually one of the first minutes of the first quiz. Sajid told us there are no Atlassian questions, and I prepared. I read the whole Atlassian partner directory. I read support.atlassian.com.
Honestly,
I was
I'm
mentally
with you on
prepared
that,
to
yeah.
answer Jira questions, and he mentioned there are no
And
Atlassian.
he's like, "There's no Atlassian." You're like, "What?" You see your
Yeah.
heart drop into your stomach. Like, but hey, you made it. You made it here.
Yes, but
All that
that
matters.
because
there
of
were no Atlassian questions.
and because of Oliver. So
Yes.
Teamwork.
Well, I wouldn't say there are no Atlassian questions, but yeah, I mean, not like the years before, right? Like we'll know what I mean. Of course, it's the finale. There has to be some surprises in here, and there will be. So let me share my screen.
now I can. So I check, Mark, your LinkedIn profile. Maybe there is a question. where
There's
you
something
joined
there. It's like,
Atlassian.
oh crap! What has Mark been doing?
So he joined Atlassian January 2022.
Consuming my entire bio right
It's
now.
already cheating.
Already
Great fact.
cheating.
Nice. All right. Officially, guys, thank you for joining. It's been an amazing year. We've done a lot in QuizWiz to the point that I was just telling these gentlemen that a lot of times this year, I was making the quiz questions right up to the minute of the actual quiz. Because we were doing so many things at QuizWiz and at Delhi and now at ITSM, ESM Masters as well. But this has been the highlight because trivia and quiz is something that I relate to very well, and finding some of these people who were as passionate about trivia and having fun virtually was just been amazing. So thank you everybody who has participated this year. We'll start with a quick view of how we reached here. This is how we came to the finale. We had 16 teams, and you can see the journey of how the Guessing Gurus from one side and the Hamburg Drop Beer Club from the other side of the pool made their way to the finale, defeating some really big teams on that way. Highlight being Barbecue and Coffee being defeated out in the first round itself. In the semifinals, Jira Avengers getting kicked out. Of course, there was Nothing But Funk, who performed amazingly well this year, but sadly, again, Guessing Gurus knocked them out on the semifinals. So it's been a great year. It's been amazing, and I'm super excited to see who wins today's match. Of course, if you've got Mark Kruth as the host, you have to take the back seat. So today's major questions would be read by Mark Kruth. He has himself not seen the slide. How could
I
he?
have not. So we're gonna go with it. I might be like, oh, interesting.
Yeah. So everybody, you know what we do. It's going to be 10 questions, but as you can see in my screen, there is something that is now coming back from last year's finale. We have one community spotlight again back into the final round. Of course, we have 10 speed round questions. We have 8 general category questions, 4-player, 2 teams, and 1 winner. Tonight, we finalize who wins the belt and is crowned the season 3 champion. Everybody knows the rules. Nothing changes. In terms of community spotlight, if you're not there last year, I will tell you the rules when we reach there, gentlemen. Chat, you know your rule. You have to give wrong answers only. Make it as funny as you can, so that it's just more fun that way. Of course, the bigger rule. Sarika is still there back in the back end, looking at the participants zoomed in on her screen. So please don't be a cheater. Don't have don't search the internet or anything. Look at the ideal quizzing poses that we've been sharing all year. Keep your hands on the screen as much as you can and just have fun, because that's what
I like
we're
this
trying
pose.
to do.
This one's the best one. You know?
Yeah, that's the best one. That's my
Hold
pose
that,
when
hold
I put like this. Right, no. All right. With that being said, Mark, are you ready to take over so that I get to the scoring?
Let's do this. Are you guys?
Awesome.
No,
So-
actually, it's not even about me. Are you guys ready? Are you guys
Yes.
ready to enter into this final round?
Yes.
Let's
We
do it.
are.
Yeah.
As Andy says in the chat, hands up, baby, hands up.
Hands up. There we go.
All right. So I'll go to the fortune wall. As I mentioned, you'll see there are 2 changes here. So the speed round 2 still stays the same, but the community spotlight comes back. After the 8 questions, we'll go to the community spotlight, and I'll revisit the rules that we had from last year as well. But since the Guessing Gurus were the first team to make it to the podium, or not the podium, were the first teams to actually join the stream, they get the first pick. But there is a twist in the finale. The Guessing Gurus will pick the number for Hamburg Drop Beer Club, and the Hamburg Drop Beer Club will pick the numbers for Guessing Gurus. Let's flip this way.
All right.
The ones we
Guessing Gurus. That
know.
means it's your now. Is it Guessing Gurus will pick first and
Yes,
then drop
they
it?
will
Okay.
pick, but the question will be for Jan and Oliver.
All right. So Guessing Gurus. What question are you going to be giving our friends with the drop airs?
Like every round, we start with lucky number 7.
Lucky
the
number
other guys.
7. Let's see it.
All right.
All right.
let's-
Hamburg Drop
yeah.
Air Club. Let's do this. All right. Dirty Blonde, The Diaries of Blank, is a book which offers an unfiltered, intimate look into the mind of a musician who defined music and became one of the most controversial figures of her time. She rose to prominence as the lead vocalist for her band, too, apart from another famous aspect about her. She started her career supporting roles in Sid and Nancy in 1986 and Straight to Hell in 1987, before forming the band in Los Angeles. After a hiatus, she released some singles and returned to acting in the network series Sons of Anarchy and Empire, as well as before writing the book. Who wrote this book? Now I'm thinking about this.
Ooh.
All right. How much time do we give them?
No, so there's a stopwatch running.
Yeah,
50
yeah.
seconds.
Oh,
There's-
it's already going. All right.
There's already time. So it's either Taylor Swift or yeah, no, I think it's Taylor Swift. Jan, what do you think?
I don't know.
All right.
I thought about Courtney Love because
okay, real talk. I think it's Courtney Love. I'm pretty sure
because
she
I
wasn't
think
sitting
Dirty
at-
Blonde, the diary. It's Courtney.
Yeah.
Also, on the picture is also like one of her favorite iconic pictures.
Yeah, I
I'm
see what you're
extreme player. Yeah, vocalist for a band, but
We've got 10 seconds left.
another famous aspect sounds like Courtney Love. Like
Yeah, that's cool.
Courtney Love, final answer.
yeah, the band was
All
called
right.
Cold.
Show
That
me
is
Courtney Love.
correct.
Well done.
Nice.
Thank
Well
you for
done,
question
well
number
done.
7.
Well, Hamburg Drop Bear Club, you have the ability now to gift back a question to your counterparts. So,
So we take
what question are we going to give to our guessing gurus?
We will take Atlassian for 500. No.
The answer.
Take number 7. Number 7 is still open.
Oh, right. Yes. Good one. You get question number 1.
Ooh, number 1. Here we go.
All right. So question 7 now is officially out. And here is question number 1.
Ooh, the Black Dinner of 1440. The Scottish king invited the powerful Douglas clan for a feast, but had them executed. Ooh. The massacre of Glencoe, 1692. The Campbell clan massacred the McDonalds, offering them hospitality. Maybe that's what brought about McDonald's. I don't know. A Game of Thrones episode known as X that came out in June of 2013 brought 2 elements to the conversation created by David Benoff and DB Weiss. Will Champion, the drummer and backing vocalist of the band Y, had an appearance as one of the musicians in this episode. Oh, I thought this was going a whole different place. Who? What? I can't see actually what the next thing was because of the YouTube things. What's the last part? Okay. It says ID, X, and Y. Okay. So you got to tell me the episode, and then you have to tell me the band. So I need the episode and the band.
Oh,
So I'm pretty sure.
I guess.
Sorry, I guess. And I'm pretty sure that X is the Red Wedding. That's the name of the episode.
Alrighty.
The problem now is who the bands.
Who's that
Well,
band?
Champion, the backing vocalist of the band.
He's so good at these. Like, I mean, this got into a level of like trivia. I'm like, holy cow.
You've seen GOT, but do you remember who this guy is? Who was
This guy was. And you have 30 seconds to tell me if you do.
So X will go with Red Wedding. And
Bob's- I love Bob's answer. All right, we've got almost 10 seconds.
No, let's go with
5 seconds.
3,
Linkin
2,
Park.
1. All right, so we've got confirmation. Final answer is Red Wedding and Linkin Park, correct?
Yeah.
Show me Red Wedding
is
and Linkin.
correct.
Oh, wait.
So Red Wedding is partially correct, but the
So
other
did they get half points?
so they get half points. But for the other half, we actually go to Jan and Oliver for a steal. If
So we
they
did
can tell
not.
me who this person is for.
Jan and Oliver. What do you say?
Yeah, it's called
Coldplay.
That's your final answer, Coldplay?
Yes.
All right. Sajid, I don't know. What is it?
That is
Hey,
correct.
there you
Flames
go.
of Kashmir or Red Wedding. But the bigger answer being Coldplay is the right answer. Will Champion is the drummer of Coldplay. 6 points for... no 6 points, actually half because it was a steal. So 3 points for Hamburg Drop Beer Club and 4 points for the guessing gurus for this question.
Well, there you go. There you go. We're learning something new every day. All right. Let's see here. Now I'm going to go back to our friends with Guessing Gurus. You have the ability to gift back a question to your friends in the Hamburg Drop Club. Which question?
Question number 6. Let's go
Number
with
6.
All right, question number 6. Here we go.
Here we go. The earliest meaning of this word was the sounding of a bell at evening. This bell would ring in order to alert people that they should cover their fires for the evening. This warning was necessary as many European houses in the Middle Ages were close enough to each other that the fires could spread easily from one to the next. The word comes from the old French term and is now more of a regulation which prohibits people from doing something. What is the word? You have 1 minute.
I have no clue. Ollie.
Yeah, me neither.
I'm just genuinely impressed with the background on this one, Sajid. I'm like, what?
Yeah, it shows you how lazy I've become that I didn't even remove the Getty Images banner. Like, it's just...
See, I
Let's
always
not-
think about you have images here, and I always feel that the images are a hint, right? They're-
Yeah,
All
no.
these-
Sajid
No,
is,
no, am I wrong?
Messing up with us.
He's screwing you. He's screwing you on that one.
Sometimes.
All right. Well, you guys got
Man,
15 seconds to give me a word.
No clue.
5,
5
4,
seconds.
3, 2, 1. Final answer?
That's all right. We pass.
All right, we pass. All right. For the steal. Let's go over to the drop bears. Or not the guessing gurus.
We'll go with that.
So could be that I'm like on the totally wrong level, but is triage something that's makes sense? But we'll go with triage.
Triage. Final
Yeah.
answer.
Yeah.
All right. So G, I don't know.
Not triage. Not triage. So we'll stop the clock and we'll come back to the Bear Club and give out a hint. So the hint, the picture is a big hint, right? The picture is a big hint, as in, look at how these kids are sitting. So this word is now used to prohibit kids from going out, or even people from going out. The to do something is going out.
I think I know this answer now.
With that as the hint, let's put 30 seconds on the clock and start the timer again.
Going back to our drop bears.
Still have no clue.
Yeah. Arrest? Like, I'm thinking like French, like arrêter, like to stop something. Yeah, arrest.
Arrest.
Yeah.
Final answer. Is it arrest?
Not arrest. We go back to our friends and guessing
Guessing
gurus. 30
gurus.
seconds again.
Wie hieß es denn nochmal bei?
Mein Gott, wann ist
Um,
Quarantäne?
mhm.
Was heißt das auf Englisch?
Quarantine.
Quarantine. Final answer?
Yeah. Final
Yes.
answer.
Is it
Okay,
quarantine?
not quarantine. So that's all right. We close the question.
Ooh,
Mark,
do we
you
have
wanna
any more?
take a
'Cause I
guess?
want to guess if we don't have it.
Yes, please go ahead.
Is it curfew?
That is right. The
Whoa,
word is
yeah, look at
curfew,
Surfing.
or
I've
cover
Never
few,
heard of that one.
where it actually
What's
comes
quantum?
from. The word was cover
I'm
few.
proud of myself, guys. I'm
From
proud of
there,
myself.
the word curfew has.
10 points for Mark. 10 points
I
for
know,
Mark.
right?
100
Points for
points.
Gryffindor.
Nice. All right,
All
let's
right.
get back to the wall.
So no points on that one, but we're heading back over to our friends at the Drop Bear Club, I believe, to be able to find the next question for us.
How about question 3?
Question 3 for our guessing gurus.
Here we go.
All right. Do androids blank electric blank question mark? Retrospectively titled Blade Runner, Do Androids Blank Electric Blank, is a 1968 dystopian sci-fi fiction novel by Philip K. Dick. It is set in a post-apocalyptic San Francisco where Earth's life has been greatly damaged by nuclear global war. The main plot follows Rick Deckard, a bounty hunter who has to retire, i.e. kill 6 escaped androids, while a secondary plot follows John Isidore, who aids the fugitive androids. The book served as the basis for the 1982 film Blade Runner, and even though some aspects of the novel were changed, many elements and themes were used in the film's 2017 sequel, Blade Runner 2049. ID the full name of the book. So androids blank electric blank. You have 1 minute.
No idea.
Have you seen the Blade Runner movie, Mark?
Nope.
You know what? I enjoyed the one because what was it? Ryan Gosling was the one in the new one,
yeah.
right? That was pretty good. The original one, I could not get into the original Blade Runner. I'm just, and I know that's like terrible for some people. Like, how could you? But I tried. You know, Harrison Ford, love him, but just couldn't get into it.
Nope, we have got no idea. We pass.
Nice.
Gonna
Saving the
pass?
time.
Yep. All right. Conceding the time. All right. So we are going to pass it over then to the drop bears for the steal.
So the favorite T-shirt I ever had was some pixel art, and it had a sheep on it, which was plugged into an electric outlet. And the title, of course, is "Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep?" And in the book, somebody actually has an electric sheep.
Yes.
All right. So, do androids dream electric sheep? Final answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. I actually didn't realize that was the basis for it. I've seen that book before, but I've never didn't realize it was the basis.
It's very different. Like
Is it?
Yeah. It's the same kind of world, but it's very, very different.
Interesting. All right, I'm gonna have to listen to that one. All right. Well, you got the steal. Fantastic. But we're gonna pass it over to our friends with the to find you your next question.
So just to clarify, the question number 3 was for Guessing Gurus, but went for a steal. So 7 points to Hamburg Drop Beer Club for question number 3, and we're back to the.
All right. So Guessing Gurus, where are we going next for our Hamburg
Number
Drop Beer
8.
Club? Number
8.
8. All right, we're at the halfway point on these.
8. Here we go.
Oh my god! See, the worst part is not seeing these before. I'm like, how do I even say this?
Can you please read that?
I know, right? I'm like, let me get my readers on here.
So you just need to
Infinity
fill in the
Stone
blanks. I'll help you out, Mark. Yeah. So Infinity Stones, there are 6 Infinity Stones. There are 4 mentioned, 2 have blanked out. There are 7 dwarves, 5 are mentioned, 2 are blanked out. There are original members of DC Comics,
I see what
the
you're doing.
Justice League, 2 have been blanked out. On the left side, both of them 2.5 each. On the right, 5.2 total.
Ooh, all right. So you have 1 minute to see if you can gather all these potential points.
That's a good pick. This was one of the tougher questions.
Yeah.
So where are we starting at, guys? We've got 40
All right.
seconds. And again, you can get some of these points. You don't have to get them all.
Yeah. Well,
So Infinity Stones.
I love the question like
Andy is keeping score. DC 1, Marvel 1.
Yeah, so it is Marvel Comics, right? So
yeah, that's the thing,
space,
right?
We've got 14 seconds.
So time. So wild guesses.
All for wild guesses.
Space,
5 seconds.
Mind, time. Power and reality.
All right.
7 dwarfs. I don't know.
So we heard power. Is power one of the stones, Jeet?
That
And
is
reality.
correct. So power, okay, we'll give you reality as well. Power and
Yeah.
reality is correct. So 2.5 points is on the table for Hamburg Drop Beer Club for question number 8. For the others, we go to the Guessing Gurus for a
Do the
steal.
steals for the 7 dwarves and the DC Comic Justice League.
Scheiße, wer ist denn bei DC? Ich habe den Kackfilm geguckt, ey.
You're like,
No swear words, please.
Great that you stole the question where we knew the answer to.
You're like,
left
why
us
didn't you
the
just
ones
know
where
the
we-
seven dwarves?
Where we're unsure. Dog, happy, sleepy, bashy.
All right, we're halfway through time. 30
Disney
seconds.
dwarves, I don't know. That's I would know it in German. So I don't know in
I
English.
love that, Bob.
Amazing answers coming in, by the way.
Mr. Queen. Betty.
So, I don't know.
All right, 10 seconds.
Robin and Green Arrow.
Robin and Green Arrow for the Justice League.
Yeah.
All right. Are any of those correct, Sajid?
So Green Arrow and Robin are not correct. We'll close this question because in a separated points question, I can't give hints for what Smurf's name is. But I'll show the right answer. The right answer was Grumpy and Dopey for the Seven Dwarves, and Green Lantern.
I wanted to say Green Lantern, but it's like,
You said
isn't
Green
it
Arrow,
Ryan
but
Reynolds?
not Green Lantern.
I know, right? Well, you got the new one that's what's his name from Serenity? What's his name?
Which one?
Maybe that's a question we have out there. I forgot what it is, but he's going to be the new Green Lantern in the upcoming Superman movie.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Nathan
So, okay,
Fillion?
so for question number 8, 2.5 points for the correct crack of Power Stone and Reality Stone by Jan. And we go back to the wall.
All right. So the Hamburg Drop Bear Clubs, where are we going to be sending our guessing gurus?
Let's send them to question number 5.
Number 5. Let's
Good choice.
take out that row.
All right. Simpler question, usually. Let's see if you
ID
get
the movies from the minimalist posters. Oh, I love this.
Super simple.
Okay.
Just say
Okay.
Harry Potter. I
Are
don't know.
these original posts? Or,
No, minimalistic posters. Like the movie has, or the poster has something to do with, of course, the original posters. And once you know the name, of course, it will be.
Ooh, I know 2 of them.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Annie. I'm with you.
Yeah. No.
All right, you got 30 seconds, gentlemen.
Nein, das ist der, wie heißt der? Kung Fu Panda.
But I know.
So, picture number 2, I would go for 2 guns. The third poster I would see is Kung Fu Panda. Der muss nämlich eine Fliege fangen mit den Stäbchen. Aber was soll das denn sein?
3, 2, 1. All right, so we're locking in those 2. So 2 guns and Kung Fu Panda. Sajid?
Yes.
No, not correct answers. Kung Fu Panda fairly close, but not correct. So we'll
No.
go to.
I didn't think it
Hamburg.
was. That would be a dumpling, in my opinion, if that's what it
Yes.
was, right? There we go.
100%
It'd been a
right.
dumpling. All right, so Hamburg Drop Bear Club, you have 1 minute for the steal.
I was really hoping you guys knew that.
So maybe it's a German thing and it's Werner 1 bis 4. But
That would be fantastic, but no. For the second one,
Give him the points for this answer. You don't know about the story. Aber it's not Wurstblinker of picture 1.
oh yes,
no
of course.
Wurstblinker. Yes, it's a
Yeah, yeah.
Wurstblinker. So let's
Yeah,
go for
okay.
it. But the picture number 1 is Wurstblinker. The second one, I could think of, I don't know, there's a pistol in the mouse, so it could be Mouse Hunt. That's
Okay.
the only thing I would guess. Third one,
All right, we got 8 seconds
Kill Bill.
Yeah, Kill Bill, maybe.
for the second one.
For the
So-
third one, like with the
Third one. So what was
chopsticks.
the first one you said?
First one is Wurstblinker. The second
Yeah,
one
Werner.
is Mouse Hunt. Third one is Kill Bill.
Kill Bill.
No,
What do we have,
Sadly, all 3 are incorrect.
What?
I'll reveal
Can
the
you give any
answers.
clues, or is this one where you just have to tell the answer?
Yeah, again, part points.
I'm gonna get-
It's very tough.
All right, let me try. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
think-
you
I
go
think
ahead,
The
Mark.
third one is Karate Kid. Am I
That
right?
is correct.
Aha, Karate
Yeah.
Kid base. There we go. Second one, is it John Wick?
No, close, but like a rat, and like it's a movie called The Departed. If you've not
Oh,
seen it,
yeah,
the
with
first
Leo.
one is very easy. How
Of
do
course.
you not do
Deadpool and
and
Wolverine. Oh.
Red and Yellow Heart?
Did not see
Recently,
that.
it was all over.
I think
Martian.
then Jan's answer with Wurst, Blinker, and Werner was most closer than
Yeah.
Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah, definitely.
For us, definitely.
The
Yeah.
fourth one
I
is
wouldn't have
Martian.
guessed that Martian one, but I guess I get it now because it's the potato
Yeah.
red for Red Planet.
So,
Yes.
I
get it
want
now.
0.0001 points for that.
Yeah, I was super close.
Yeah.
But I
The
think Mark, you
dumpling
lead with
and
your
the
answers
fly
right
is the
now.
difference between Karate Kid and Kung Fu Panda.
Yep, that's what it was. Fly versus dumpling, right?
Yes.
All
Awesome.
right.
That's
Well,
right.
no
So
points on
question
that
number
question.
5 goes unanswered.
This is tough this time.
I know it's
This
the
is
final round.
finale,
guys.
Oliver.
It gotta
Come
be
on.
tough.
Yeah.
All right. So I believe now we are going to what is it? Our guessing gurus to pick the next question.
Number
Yes.
2.
Number 2. All right,
Two.
Drop Bear
All
Club.
right.
Let's do this. All right. Band on the Run is the third studio album by the British American rock band X and Wings. It was X's 5th album after Blank and his first album on Apple Records. Although sales were modest initially, its commercial performance was aided by 2 hit singles, Jet and Band on the Run, such that it became a top-selling studio album of the year in the United Kingdom and Australia, in addition to revitalizing X's critical standing. It remains X's most successful album and the most celebrated of his post-Blank works. IDX. I know the song Jet. I just don't remember who sings Jet.
So you know the answer.
I know of the song, but right? You got to know the artist, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
So who sang that? All I remember is I believe they sang that in the movie Euro Trip. I think that was the song for that movie.
Give me more hints. Good.
Yeah, more hits, more, Mark, more. Come on.
So the band.
See, look at that. I'm giving
on
free
the
hints away here.
Run
Maybe I'm
is
wrong
the
though.
third
Who knows? I
studio
might be
of the
wrong.
British American rock band.
But you got
X
20
and
seconds to give us
Wings.
an artist.
Do you have a clue?
No, I'm still confused. Is X a band or a person?
That I'm not
Band
sure.
is X and Wings.
Sorry?
Time is up. The band is X and Wings.
So
fill in
they are
the
looking,
blanks.
Oliver, they are looking for a person, but the name of the person is part of the band name, I think, if I understand it
That's
correct.
correct. So anyways, the time is up. So we'll go to the guessing
Okay.
gurus for a steal.
All right, guessing gurus for the steal.
I'm hungry. Maybe it's chicken and the wings. So
That sounds delicious right now.
Very good.
Or beer and wings, even better, right?
whoa!
Maybe-
If this
maybe
answer is
next
correct,
week
then
we
you
I know,
have
right?
the final part. Then you have more than points than we all together.
Everybody wins. But you do have 35 seconds to tell me if
It's
you want that.
Friday
steal.
night in India. Don't tempt me, guys.
That's not water. That's just vodka.
But I have no idea I don't even know the name of the band and Wings. So
Oh God, I'm so stupid.
no idea.
20 seconds.
Der Freund haben wir ja alles sein. Tommy and the Wings. Spirit in the Wings. Der Typ heißt ja so, ne? Deliberate knows of this.
5 seconds.
No idea. We pass.
All right.
I like
Time's
how
up.
we
No
keep
answer.
guessing.
All right. So do we have a
I'm-
hint for this one?
Yes.
Ooh.
So this one we have a hint because the entire 10 points are up
Okay.
for grabs.
Kann man diesen Chat
The hint that I would give is the label is very important. It was this person's final record or final album on Apple Records. Apple Records is a legendary label
Paul McCartney.
Yeah.
of Beatles.
It's Paul
So that was the
McCartney.
dash that I was going to fill.
It's
So
Paul
we're going to hand it
McCartney.
back over to our friends at the Drop Bearers.
Yeah. I'm with Jan here. It's
Can you go with Paul McCartney?
Final answer?
Final answer?
That is correct.
Oh,
Paul
there you
McCartney is the
go.
right
Well done.
answer.
So stupid that I
Paul McCartney
See,
and
now I
the
hear it
Wings.
with Paul McCartney and the Wings. Like I remember now.
and I mean
that
the
name.
picture is so clear actually.
I was
Yeah.
I was thinking that, and
Yeah.
then I got so confused by
Yeah,
like the X band. What is a person? Is it a band? And then somehow my mind went from Apple Records to Apple Computer, which I've got an Apple. I was like,
Interesting
you
chain
got
of thought.
Are they talking about the weekend? What's going on?
You got some points.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
All right, guys, we're going to head to the last of these 8 questions, and we're going to be passing it over to our guessing gurus. You get question 4.
Here we go.
All right. In May 1977, a seasoned strategist, John Dodona, first uttered this iconic farewell before a desperate assault on an enemy stronghold. Though often attributed to smugglers or knights, it was the military leader who first sent warriors into battle with these now legendary words meant as encouragement, which later became a cultural touchstone. What's this phrase?
Wow.
Oh.
I know, right? I'm sitting here being like, I have to reread it in my head again. I was
This
like, wait,
question
what?
goes out to Joanna Thurman in the community learning team. We were just talking about it the other day. This is a shout out to you. I know you know this answer. And let's
We'll
see
all
if
know it. Once we hear the answer, we're like, ah!
Was heißt denn Touchstone?
Meant to encouragement.
Cultural touchdown.
Was suchen wir hier?
Oliver, you have to wait.
Wait, on the donor.
Yeah.
All right, you got 30 seconds.
Damn it.
Beim Assault von einem Stronghold. That's it. Often attributed to smugglers or knights. Mit Honor?
Ja,
Was mit Ehre?
also Ruhm und Ehre sagt man ja.
Isn't that the guy from in the picture? That's
Was
Star
ist das
Wars,
denn?
right?
For honor.
For honor and
yeah,
glory?
for honor and glory.
Yeah, we go with for honor and glory.
For honor and glory. Sajid.
not the right answer. We go
good
to
guess, good
guessing
guess.
guru.
All right, for the steal.
So, Mark, you mentioned I think it's Star Wars. So for me, it's Star Wars-ish. May the Force be with you.
No.
No?
No. So I'm not sure, but just reading the
I
description.
think
right?
I know what it is. I think I know what it is.
I was gonna say, Hunde wollt ihr ewig leben, or do you want to live forever?
Oh, do you want to live forever?
I don't know. Okay.
Yeah, that would be my guess. I don't know the English
Yes,
one.
this is- yeah.
20 seconds, guys.
Can we Google the English translation of that phrase?
No, I'm fine with do you want to live forever?
Do you want to live
Yep.
forever?
Yeah.
Or
Okay,
some
let's go
sort
with
of
that.
incarnation of that.
Yeah.
We'll allow
Yeah.
for the translation.
Let's go
Yeah.
with that.
So, Sajid,
Final answer,
This
you
is
want to
that.
live forever?
Yes.
Not you want to live forever.
do we have a hint?
Yes, again, 10 points are up for grabs. Since we'll give the hint, it will become for 5 points. The hint is it's from a movie released in 1977, part of a very, very famous series of movies. The moment I say the director's name, which is like what I see on my screen, I think guessing gurus are just going to know the answer, but that's the hint that I have written, so I have to say it. George Lucas is also a hint.
So it
Yeah,
is
so
Star
we're-
Wars.
I totally gave away the hint earlier. My bad.
Yeah.
I was like, that picture looks like it's.
I
from
knew it
Star
before because of the uniform.
All right, so I guess we'll go back to our guessing gurus then to see if that helps. You
Yeah.
have 30 seconds.
I mean, so it is Star Wars, like Dropback Club already said, or Jan already said. And the only iconic
me too.
phrase from
May the
that
Force.
which would fit is "May the Fourth be with you."
That's the
All
final
right,
answer.
are we going to go with May the Force be with you?
Yes.
That is correct.
Yeah, there we go.
Is correct. Jan.
Would never have thought about
It's
that as
so
like
right.
All
you know,
good.
exactly. You guys
But
had
the
it.
fun
I'm
part
sorry,
is-
Drop Beer Club. You had it.
Yeah.
But
well,
I was with you. I thought it was like Good Hunting or something like that.
Jan, you can later blame me if we lose.
No. All good. I wasn't
All right,
sure
so
either.
that finishes our first 8 questions. So where do our scores land right now, Sajid?
Don't say it.
No.
I would still say Hamburg Drop Beer Club has a fairly good lead, but the game is not over.
It's not
A
over
lot
yet, right?
of games this season have changed in speed round because a speed round has 10 questions, 3 points per question. That means 30 points per team are up for
Wow.
grabs, which has been the case throughout this season. After that, we'll come to the community spotlight, of course. Since this is, by the way, congratulations for question number 4, guessing gurus, 5 points, which is correct. One trivia about it, even that I didn't know, that none of the Jedis or anybody else says the phrase for the first time. It is this person, this random Jan Dodoma, who says this phrase.
but that's why I was
He
also
says it in like,
confused.
they're strategizing, right?
Yes.
And that's what they're supposed to be with
Yes,
you.
the first time that is said in the movie. But
Interesting.
yeah, time for speed rounds. Since Guessing Guru's got it, I believe it's Guessing Guru's turn to pick the speed round for Hamburg Drop Beer Club.
Oh, okay.
Take speed round number 2 for them.
Oh no.
1, 2. 1,
2.
2. We're going with 2.
Oh, yeah, 2.
I hope this is all Sendung mit der Maus question.
I don't have to do anything with this one, right, Sajid? You're showing stuff and they gotta answer, right?
That is correct. That is correct. So
I
I'm
just
just
gotta
going
look-
to
sit here and
put
look
2
pretty.
minutes on the
You can do that.
clock.
Just to clarify, if we don't know something, we just say pass and we go to the
Yeah,
next one.
same logic as
Okay,
we've
okay.
done all season, Oliver. All right,
Yeah,
let me
but-
go to. So you pick speed round 2, right, guys?
They picked 2.
That is correct. Speed round 2. We are here. I have 4 windows open, so I'm a little confused. All right, let's get started. All right, are you guys ready? I have 2
Yes.
minutes on the
Ready?
clock. All right,
Count it
the
down.
first
3,
question is,
2, 1, go.
which US state is called Battle-Born State?
I don't know.
Texas next.
It's next.
So you have to say lock or pass.
Oh, sorry, Texas lock.
It's Nevada. Who played Batman in Tim Burton's 1989 movie?
Pass. I don't know.
Yeah, pass.
Pass?
Sharon
Okay.
Stone.
Keaton.
Emily Armstrong is now the vocalist for which band?
Oh, damn it. I don't know it.
Oh, I'm surprised you guys didn't know this.
No time. Let's pass.
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 Linkin Park.
Linkin Park. Which
damn it,
leading
yes.
villain is obsessed with riddles and puzzles?
The Riddler lock.
That is correct. Who was the Greek god of parties?
Dionysus lock.
That is correct. Which F1 driver has the most world championships?
Lewis Hamilton. Lock.
Sorry, can you say it again?
Lewis Hamilton.
That is
Lock.
correct.
Ah.
Quote famous for "This is the way." Like, where is it famous for?
The
From?
Mandalorian. Lock.
That is correct. Which TV show popularized the phrase "You're fired"?
The Apprentice lock.
That is correct. In Teen Titan, which member is half human, half robot?
Pass.
Pass.
Cyborg. Name of Barney and Betty Rubble's adopted son. From the Flintstones, if it wasn't clear.
15
Have you guys
seconds.
seen the Flintstones?
I wouldn't know the English name anyway.
I'll Google the German name if you tell me the German name.
Okay.
All right, time's up. That's never mind. Time's up.
Yeah,
So
okay.
the correct answer
bam.
was Bam Bam Rubble. Bam Bam.
Oh, God.
Don't! Ah!
Interestingly, it would have been the same.
It would have been.
Yeah.
Yeah, it translates.
Bam, bam.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Awesome. So you guys got the Riddler, Dionysus, Lewis Hamilton. By the way, I would have given for both Lewis Hamilton and Michael Schumacher because both of them have 7 each. Michael
I think you
Schumacher,
got 5 of them.
Mandalorian,
Yeah,
and
Good job. You got
The
half of them.
Apprentice. So
that's 15 points.
1,
Woo.
2, 3, 3, 6.
Waren die richtig?
Keys,
5. Also 5.
Hamilton 3, Mandalorian 3, and The Apprentice. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got 5 out of 10 correct.
Ah,
That means you get
Must
15
be,
points.
still
yeah.
said about Michael Keaton.
You get 15 points for
Yeah, like-
speed round 2.
Where's the
And
right
with that, we go to speed round 1. I put the 2 minutes back on the clock.
All right, we ready?
Guessing
Guessing
Gurus,
Gurus?
are you ready?
Yes.
A chance to
All
pick
right,
up 30
3,
points. Start
2, 1, go.
now. Which US state is known as the Golden State?
California, lock.
That is correct. First woman to fly solo across Atlantic.
What's it?
Den Namen kenne ich. Pass.
Pass.
Amelia Earhart. Who was the Greek god of war?
Mars. Lock.
Ares. What does NASA stand for?
Not another stand-up app. No, just kidding. National Center for Space Administration, but I don't know the pass.
All right. What's the capital of Australia?
Es ist
Canberra.
yeah, Canberra, lock.
The second rule of Fight Club is
Rede nicht über den Club.
Das erste ist hier.
Yeah, don't talk about the club.
It's the first rule.
Ja, und die zweite ist so wie die erste, oder nicht?
I don't know. Don't talk about the club. Lock.
that is correct. What's the Sherlock name's housekeeper or landlord?
Schneller.
Money penny. Pass.
Pass.
Mrs. Hudson, who works as the intergalactic bounty hunter in DC? That might be a deep cut.
Weiß ich nicht.
Pass.
3 seconds. Lobo, you talking to me? Famous dialogue from which movie?
Pass. I don't know.
The taxi
Taxi
driver. Yeah.
Most Grand Slam single title in men's tennis.
Pete Sampras, lock.
Novak Djokovic.
Oh,
Never heard of him.
Novak Djokovic.
What is it?
Sampras is a
Yeah.
US player.
I don't know.
Dachte, der
Awesome. So yeah, I think with 14 seconds to go, you've actually completed all your 10 questions. Let's look at the score. That means you got California correct. I got California and Nevada to both the German teams. So I thought, let's see if they know where they went all these years in Vegas and now where they are going.
That was great. That was a great connection there.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
So 3 points for that. Then you got Canberra correct. Then you got you don't talk about the Fight Club, which is of course the first rule and the second rule.
Was haben wir jetzt bekommen, wie viel?
And that's it. So we got 9 points for guessing gurus for
But I
speed
think
round.
my NASA answer was quite close to that question.
You were
didn't
very
say-
close. I was
didn't say
hearing it. I was like, "Oh, you're
It-
almost there."
If I go to the marketplace, I know that NASA is there. That was the Atlassian question, my
Yes.
friend.
Yeah, you know what?
Okay.
That is
Good catch. Because with that, we actually come to the special community spotlight round. This
What
is
is
where it actually comes to full force to let's see whether how much you know the community. And let me now share what the rules for this round are. There are 4 sections. I hope my slides are coming correctly. Please don't ditch me and show me all the answers. Please. Yes. 1, 2. Okay. Oh, all right. Thank you. All right. Because it has happened in the past. People of quizzing know that I reveal the answers with just one click. All right. So there are 4 quadrants. Each quadrant is worth 5 points. That means you can get 20 points from this one slide. The fun part about this slide is it's open to both the teams. So whoever shouts the answer first gets the point. But you got to say lock. Same rule. If one of the team members says, which is the second letter of the alphabet, somebody says B lock, that's the answer we take. If that is correct, you get the points. If that is incorrect, the other team has 1 minute to give the right answer.
Ooh.
All right.
Okay.
All
Okay.
of these would be Atlassian community and our ecosystem specific questions. I'm pretty sure you would have seen the answers on LinkedIn, post on the Atlassian community, Slack channel. Since all 4 of you are community leaders or creators or champions, you are part of the same group. So I'm very happy to say that you should know these answers. Yeah,
And shame
Thanks
on
for the
you if you
pressure.
don't.
Yeah.
know.
Right. So
Great.
if we don't get it right, there will be wall of shame at the Atlassian.
Yeah,
team.
I know, right?
Yeah.
All right. Got it.
That'll be.
Thank you.
All right, okay.
The
all
battle
right.
of
So
the
this,
shame-
of course, this is the finale. All community leaders are here.
No
That's why-
pressure. Yeah, great.
No,
No
pressure.
pressure.
Right.
All right. So I'll reveal the first question. Now, as I said, each quadrant is 5 points. In some quadrant, there can be 2 questions as well. So you'll see when you see the question. The moment question comes out, you can just yell out the answer and lock, and you get the points.
Right. Both teams can do that?
Both teams can do that.
Oh, okay.
But if whoever said is first,
Whoever goes
their
first,
answer
we're going to be
is
watching
incorrect, the other team gets
and
1 minute
listening.
to say the right answer.
All right.
All right. Are you guys ready? You don't even
Yes,
have to wait
yes.
for me to read the whole question. You can
Okay.
just see it and give me the answer.
Okay.
All right. Let's go do the first question, which is, let me get my clicks in order. Atlassian Community Leaders Program is nominated for Best User Group Program by which awards? This is very recent news. Atlassian Community Leaders Program is nominated for the Best User Group Program. Right now, the voting is on.
Awards.
Which awards is this?
Uh,
I believe Lana put out a post, Tamanna put out a post, all the community managers put out a post
Yeah.
on Slack channels about this.
I think I even voted.
That's a good save there. That's a good save.
Friday morning,
Nice,
just
Joe.
go
Remember
through
I
the
voted.
list of
Yeah,
things.
yeah,
like,
100% good save. All right. If both the teams don't know the answer, anybody wants to take a guess? That's fine. We'll close the answer if nobody
Forrester
knows this.
lock.
Sorry?
Forrester lock.
Forrester, not Forrester. We'll close the question if both the teams don't know the right answer. The correct answer is CMX Awards. CMX Awards is the company which is doing these awards. And yeah, that's the award. If you haven't yet and you're watching this quiz, please go vote for Atlassian Community to become one of the best programs in that user group. I think we've got Zoom, Amazon, a bunch of other companies who have their user groups and community programs in that list. Please vote for Atlassian Community, okay?
We're way better. Way better.
Yeah.
Yes, we're way better. Best. All right, next question. Again, you know the answer, shout it out.
Yes.
Name of the event where Atlassian Community is donating $10 for every attendee in March, which is happening right now. If you go to ace.atlassian.com, it's right there in big fonts. All of you who are watching, anybody who's attending,
I hope
$10
Caroline
for your name is being donated.
August is not watching.
Yeah, we just hope the community leader, like folks from Atlassian are watching. We're like, shame, shame.
Oh gosh. Come
I'm an
on, guys.
Atlassian and I don't know the answer.
I'm sorry.
All right, do you guys want to pass?
Yeah.
All right, we close the question again. The correct answer is 10 for change or month of good. This is what we've been doing. 10 for change. Each attendee, for each attendee, we are submitting or donating $10. All right, let's move to the next question. Again, this one was for 2.5 points, I believe. The next question is again for 2.5 points. TJL's official current sponsor is, the Jira Life's current sponsor is. Come on, guys. Bob is in the chat screaming the answer.
Bob's like, can I get the points?
TJL. We've all talked about TJL.
What does
I'm sure a lot of us have been on TJL.
For what does it stand for, TGL?
Jira Live.
The podcast hosted by Rodney Nissen
Yeah.
and Alex Ortiz. All right, nobody knows the answer. Wow, Bob, we gotta put the sponsor name out front and center, I guess. People are not realizing. Sanket, if you're listening, my friend. Wish.
I'm so glad that
close
it's not
the
just
answer.
us.
Yeah, the correct answer is revise. Revise.
Oh,
the-
Vish is gonna be so
Oh.
mad. Oh,
Yes. How do you not know? How do you know Wish and not know that this?
He's sitting there just shaking his head.
All right. Let's move on to the next question. Again, for 5 points, I believe this one is for 5 points. Name of the city which was the winner of 2024 Atlassian Community Setting the Standard Award. So each year Atlassian Community Awards
New York
happen.
City, lock.
New York City, lock.
Is that your final answer?
We locked
Locked.
it.
Not correct.
No?
Kapil did win the Community Leaders Choice Award, but that was not the Setting the Standard Award of 24. Oliver and Jan, you get a
Wasn't
chance
it
to
in-
take off.
Either
Yes.
either it was in Brazil or in Africa. I think in Africa they had this super large event,
Nairobi, lock.
or Nigeria.
Again, wrong answer. Michael
Damn
Kimati,
it.
if you're listening, your
Damn
community
it.
is famous, but that is not the right answer. The right answer is Bangalore. So Bangalore actually won last year. Yep.
Okay.
Bangalore is the biggest Atlassian community in India, Delhi being the second biggest. But the biggest Atlassian community where Sven, I believe, has also presented now. I don't think, Mark, you've been to Bangalore
But
yet.
haven't
there
made
was
my
like
way
this
out there
super
yet.
large. There was a super
It
large
was,
event.
but
in-
yeah. That was 2 years ago in Nairobi. But again, the quantity is not the main category of winning the
Okay.
award.
Okay.
Yeah, setting the standard is like the community which does it best. Last year it was Bangalore. The year before it was Delhi, and my award is sitting right there. I can see it right now. All right.
Just
Awesome.
brought it
I
out while they were thinking, and they're like, yeah,
just had to put it out there.
Essentially, we already know that we cannot win that anymore. Should we play do or die with the last question, guys?
No. So by the way, there are
Last
two
question,
more.
100 points.
No.
There are two more. There are two more. Let me just clarify. So first is name of the event hosted by Fun Inc. and friends at Team 25. Funman Andy, Theodora, Suze, all these guys are hosting an event.
You know that I cannot participate in any event anymore without Chris, Andy beating me.
Do you want to say that, or do I get to
You can do it.
top 25? The rooftop party, not a party.
Right.
I'll give you some points for it. The correct answer is Fun Inc. and Friends Rooftop, not a party.
Hey, I'm a sponsor. I'm pretty sure I got
almost close being a sponsor. Almost close being a sponsor.
Oh.
All right. So I'll give you like 1.5 points for
Okay.
that.
I take it.
All right. The bigger question for 5 points. The final question of today's quiz
This is it. This is it, guys.
the name of the book written by Alex, Rodney, Robert, and Ed. Recipes for building, automating, and managing applications, Jira, Bitbucket pipelines, and more. They've been doing tours all over the US. Mark has been part of some of those sessions as well.
Mm-hmm.
What's the name of the book?
No idea.
I know
Bob
what are the words
says
in it. I
in
just
the
can't remember the
chat,
whole
buy the
title.
book.
Buy the book. Here, Bob's going to drop the Amazon link in
Yeah.
there. You guys all know the answer.
Yes.
Oh, Andy has a
Um,
fun name. Barbecue for Jira admins.
Barbecue for
And
Jira.
Yeah, right. I thought like Italian cuisine for.
oh, yeah. All right. I'm
Uh,
surprised you guys don't
Wait
know
a second.
this.
Wait a
But
second. Wait a second.
good book if you have not tested it out.
Oh,
check
that's
it
what
out.
it is. Okay, yeah, that's the full title.
Bob is saying, Dave, you're disappointing.
You're disappointed. So much shame, guys. So much
All
shame.
right, I'll reveal the answer. The correct answer is Atlassian DevOps Toolchain Cookbook. This is the official name of the book. If you follow DevOps, you gotta read this book. It's an amazing read, and
Big Chris Cook's book.
please, it's a cookbook. Of course, it's Ed is involved. It had to be a cookbook.
Of course.
We're
With
very
that,
sorry, Rob. Very sorry.
Just
Yeah,
lots
with
of
that,
apologies at this
we
point of the game. Just
officially
I'm sorry.
come to the end of quiz. I stop my screen sharing. And by the way, since this is the last quiz, I don't have any problem revealing the tiebreaker. As you see, this used to be the tiebreaker who's been sitting here since, I think, the first episode of this season.
Oh, you
But since
never used
nobody-
it?
Yeah, we never needed to use it because all matches were surprisingly one-sided,
Ooh.
or I think at least ended on 1 point or 2 points. But there never was a need of a tiebreaker. So I'll just show this question to anybody who can answer as well. Originally called Peekaboo, what is the name of a platform where the company didn't want users to worry about a permanent digital record of their interactions? For no points. Just
Snapchat?
bragging rights.
Snapchat.
Snapchat.
Snapchat?
That is correct.
Yeah, there you go.
That was the right answer.
Did we win the title now?
That was the final question, right? I mean, that's
Yeah,
all.
yeah.
For 100 points. For 1,000 points.
Tiebreaker, 50 points.
But yeah, I mean, I'll do the score check later, but it's quite evident. Like
Do me a favor, don't
today's
do
match has been,
But
been steamrolled at some points in time by the Hamburg Drop Beer Club. Guessing Gurus, thank you for participating. Jan and Oliver, you're the new champions of Trivia Championship.
Well
season.
done. Well done.
Congratulations.
I will say, reading all those questions, y'all did amazing. That was hard. Sajid, you went big with the final game. I mean, that was one hell of a game.
Nice. Thank you so much, Mark, for joining in. Your comeback with you opening the quiz and you ending the quiz has been perfect. So everybody who is joining here, please catch us at Team 25. QuizWiz is actually doing Are You Smarter Than Jira admin in person with the one and only legendary Joanna Thurman. I and Joanna would be co-hosting a session in person in Teams. If you're there, show up. We've got some special swag, special t-shirts. I know, Jan, you're not going to be available at Team 25, I believe, this year, sadly. So you'll get your championship belt either via Oliver or in mail in the coming days. Oliver, I will see you in person in Team 25. So hopefully I'll get at least one belt so that you can carry back home and put it on your shoulder and maybe run around during the bash.
Oh, come on. Let's do photo ops.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Thank you, everybody, for participating. Thank you, the chat, for always giving the wrong answers. It was super, super fun. And yeah, we'll come back next year in a different format, in a more fun format. Maybe.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Also,
Thank
for
you.
season number 3.
For your efforts with the year.
You're the quiz master.
See you in Anaheim.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Enjoy
right.
Anaheim.
Yes.
Bye,
Thank you,
guys.
everybody. Have a good
Bye,
weekend.
guys.
everyone.
Congratulations, Hamburg Drop Beer Club.
Thanks a lot.